Once upon a time, the animals of the forest wanted to put on a foot race. My name is Paul Vasquez with Tax Lab, and you need to become an ethical millionaire. So every year, the animals of the forest put on a foot race, and there was a clear path that was marked in the ground that marked the path for the race. And there was actually a long-standing tradition that last year's successful foot runners, would coach next year's newcomers. And Coach Koala was in charge this year of teaching the newbies the route of the foot race. And they gathered together all the newbie animals, and amongst these newbie animals was the Guiling Iguana. And the Guiling Iguana heard that there was a secret path, a short path that cut off a leg of the race. And Guiling Iguana asked Captain Koala, why not just take the short path? It's right there. It's easy to access. Why not just do it? You cut off a big length of the race. And Captain Koala said, yes. Every year, someone tries to take that path. Some of them make it through. Some of them don't, because not only is that path not paved and filled with all manner of debris, rubble, overgrowth that's hard to actually get through, but patrols come by. And so oftentimes it does look like a quick path that some are able to make it through, but rarely do those people those animals end up finishing the race. They get lost, they get caught by the patrol. They have a patrol of judges that patrol the area to make sure nobody's cheating along the way. And while the staff, they don't have very many of these judges that can patrol, there's still that probability you can get caught. And so while it seems like a shorter path, it's usually not the best or safest route to go. Well, once again, the race started, and Guiling Iguana, he thought he was special. He thought he was keeping track of where these judges were in their path of going around. He watched them and thought he knew the best way. And so the race started, and he started, when nobody was looking, slipped into the woods. And it was a hard course. He knew it was going to be, he was ready. He knew it was going to be a hard course. And he was going in there and trying to weave through the branches, weave through the trees. Anytime he heard a little break of a twig or the wind blowing an odd way, of course, he had to kind of stop and look around, make sure that nobody was seeing him take the shortcut, the easy route. Time passed, and finally, Guiling Iguana made it through the pass. He didn't get caught. He was there on the course, but it was already dark out. Captain Koala and all the rest had taken the course that was already paved, that was already beaten down, that had the right gravel on there and the course to make it smooth running for everybody who took the well-worn path. And so it was set up. There were water stations along the way and everything else. And there were no water stations or help set up for Guiling Iguana to take advantage of. So battered, bruised, and defeated, he finally made it around and made it after everybody else. So the moral of the story is that when it comes to the rules of money and tax, there are shortcuts. Oftentimes, these shortcuts are filled with added peril. And while they appear that they could help you get to places faster, inside the tax code, inside standards of operation, these paths are smoothed out. And while it may appear that they take a longer route, oftentimes going that route, that well-worn, well-managed, and ruled out course actually ends up being one of greater success in your life because it's been proven, it's been shown to work, and it's well maintained, and you can take advantage along the way of those handing out or selling water and respite, but taking that course. You may find some companions along the way who can tell you the way to go, but they're running their own race. They may lead you astray just to make sure that they're ahead of you in the end. So a little story I came up with about Coach Koala and the Guiling Iguana. I hope you choose the path of Coach Koala and not Guiling Iguana. In fact, we've got a whole group of coaching koalas, so to speak, or koalas. They're over in taxlab.club. If you want to surround yourself by those who want to run that well-established path that is paved with the rules and regulations about the best course of going about achieving success in this financial race, taxlab.club, and I wish you all the success.